Hello everyone, and thank you so very much for joining me today on SpeedGaming 3 for the match of Reven vs SepticTank for the chance to fight on Wooga in the losers finals. This is going to be a great match. Players are already ready to start. This should be going very soon. My co-host is not here yet, but as I have heard, Chai is going to be joining us very soon. So I want to hear some things in chat. Even though they're going to start extremely soon, I want to hear what you guys think are going to be our monsters today for the random toolkit tournament. Before I get your answers in, I want to say Reven and Septic are both my friends. They're Chai's friends as well. We're small groups of players and runners, and we like each other very much. So a match like that is both extremely interesting and a little bit sad, because obviously one of these two guys are going to have to break the hopes and dreams of the other one in this tournament. But the tournament is serious. You got to take it seriously, and I know these two guys wants to win. SepticTank obviously named Golem. That's probably what you want to see as a pet. And what do we get? A troll! Oh my god. This is a terrible pet. You definitely do not want that as a partner. Starting, but with the spell Awaken, at least you got access to mix sword mix magic, which is not the worst. But yeah, obviously that's not going to be great of a start for now. Regarding that troll, yes, there's troll weapons. They generally aren't that great. We will hope that the second egg is actually a solution to that problem, but hey, water troll, probably the best one. An egg without name is a very good sight here. Our runners are going to have a chance to get a pet that's either cutie, which is not bad, or an already evolved pet, which is probably very good. So what do we get in the egg? Reven's going to show that up first. And we get a bat now! That is Reven's favorite monster. It's even his avatar in the Discord. He loves a Batnell, and there's many reasons for it. Already have its spell awakened, so straight from the get-go, this is a million times better than that troll. They're both going to give you the sword mix magic, but Batnell has more stats, extremely good stats. I would even say that he calls it Sandy. Let's go, my boy. Oh, he calls it troll Sandy. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, that's not nice. That's not okay. But yes, he's gonna have my boy. Yeah, obviously. They're both gonna have a very good monster here. Very good monster, and it can heal. It's got great stats. It can be used as a fighter, and mixed sword mix magic is extremely powerful. Water elemental as well. All the things you want. Absolutely great start. Iron Shield, pretty good start. Fire Sword, not great, but I mean, better than nothing. Knowing that it is on Curse is already a thing. And we get Chai with me tonight. Thank you so very much for joining me.
Oh, hello, Rose, and I'm sorry for being a little bit late.
Oh, that is quite alright. You missed the part where they hatch a bat now.
Oh, Reven probably already lost his seed.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Well, the name my boy maybe says something.
Yeah, but he loves the Batnell, and he's probably very happy right now. It's interesting to see that they're using AI 1 on one side and just straight up sword fighting, which is probably just because it's a bit faster than using mixed magic. Though Blizzard Sword is not a long animation. And already with the traps on Reven's side, but he's fine. One other thing I didn't touch while you were away regarding Batnell is not only their powerful, but it's their ability to actually get MP replenishment. They're going to recover 50 MP as if they've eaten a Pita fruit every time they eat an herb or seed or a fruit, which is any fruit. And that'll make sure that Batnell never runs out of MP. That's almost impossible.
That is absolutely correct. The only thing that can beat that would be a dragon with its ability to eat a coin. A little bit of a problem on Reven's side? Nah, not really. Even if like Batnell would have to fight the troll on his own, it would be no problem at all.
Yeah, and that Batnell is already level 3 as well, so again, like the stat growth on that thing is crazy. It has not been designed to have that much of a stat growth by default, It is the evolved form of a Nuyel, which has terrible stat, and the very high stat growth is just to balance how bad Nuyel was before. So you get 20 levels of bad stat, and then you start getting great stats, right? But that thing never was a Nuyel. It's a level 1 bat now. That's not necessarily possible in the normal game. But because of it, it's only going to get great stats. And yeah, you can definitely already see how good of a monster it is. Well, except when it miss, I guess.
Oh yeah, and it's just gonna get even better. Right now at these levels, there are not very many monsters that actually are like super powerful to destroy everything in one go, because like you need to gain first few stats. But yeah, starting from like level, I wanna say 7, 8 probably, they're just gonna destroy fire monsters, water monsters. They will be able to destroy as well. Wind, well, it's gonna be a little bit tougher with the elemental disadvantage, but I'm quite sure that like our runners will be trying to focus on using Battle for the AI one, because it's just so much faster than using mixture magic.
Absolutely. I didn't touch super very much about like the format either, even though most of the viewers will know. But just in case you're new to this thing, I'll do a quick recap. The game is Azure Dreams. It's a one tower big roguelike games where you gain experience, gain monsters, find gear, equipment, consumables, and you try to reach the 40th floor, which is the final floor of this tower. It is meant to be played in many attempts, but as we got better with the years and with the strategies we developed, now we do it in one go. We just go from new game to 40th floor, and that's it. The goal here is not only to reach the highest floor you can, but also to do it as quick as you can. If both runner dies on the same floors, which happens often because sometimes the floor is just not nice, the one that got there first will actually win the round. And we're going to do a best of 3, and from that best of 3, we're going to get a winner, and that winner will actually move to fight against Wulga next week.
Yeah, that covers it pretty much really nicely. Well, one thing that like maybe to mention, I don't know, have you ever said that? Like again, sorry for being a little bit late.
That's all right.
This tournament is double elimination, so to drop out of the tournament, you have to lose twice. Unfortunately for our runners, both of them already lost once. This is losers bracket, and whoever loses here today will have to say bye-bye to the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not sure that like whether the prize of winning is that much better, because like you mentioned, they'll have to fight with Wuga next week. So who knows what's better?
Says the Wooga Slayer. But yeah, I touched on that before, and I even said that Reven and Septic are very good friends in real life, and that even though they want to win, it's probably kind of sad that one of them has to knock the other off and destroy their hopes and dreams. But I know they'll do it, no questions. It's for all the marbles.
Oh yeah, they'll all have fun while doing it. No bad feelings here at all. Everybody knows that it's just a game, and all this rivalry here is just very, 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 very friendly.
Yeah, exactly. And the only winner in this game is always the tower anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No, we are the winners. Screw the tower. Now, like you mentioned it already, that like okay, this game is not supposed to be played in one go, but somehow the whole community that you started, thank you, Sand Knight, has learned so many secrets. Like I probably like the turning point to like learn everything about the game was when programmer came to the community and started like sharing all his secrets, so that we could like make this game even safer than it's not safe, but even safer than what we were able to do without programmers' knowledge. And nowadays, like conquering the tower for runners like Reven or Septic is not really that much of an achievement. They can probably do it like almost every single time. Of course, minding the like bad traps or bad monster spawns, etc., etc. So like in this case, I think like even though tower sometimes is winning, I think in the like big picture we are above the tower. Tower has nothing on us.
There you go.
Unless
that's
it does.
the attitude. Except, and that's what makes tournaments exciting, is because if time was not an option, if time was not a factor, sorry, I assume that most experienced runner would clear 99% of the time. But now the question you're gonna ask yourself at that point is, am I yeah, I can clear, but can I do it a bit faster? If I take it too safely, too slowly, am I just gonna lose to my opponent reaching 40 before me? And that's why you start to do a little bit more risky strats. Not super risky, of course, but a little bit more risky. And when you do that, you lose more, and that what's keep tournament interesting. That
Exactly.
balancing act of trying to be as quick as you can, as efficient as you can, but still clear. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how fast you reach floor 20. If you die there, the opponent only need to reach 21 to win. It doesn't matter how slow they are. So these are very important things that makes the game always exciting.
One thing that I want to stress out is that, like, definitely, like you said, speed is a factor, and we can see it pretty much in every single game where people don't really just, like, explore everything, because especially those probably 10 floors, early 10 floors with the right monsters would be very, very safe to explore, we can say. But like, you don't have time for it because there are people like Uga, who is stupidly fast. Like it goes to the level where you just wonder, like, okay, what's next? Is this game gonna become like another Mario where we have to like be frame perfect with our execution to even stand a chance? Luckily, we are not there yet, far away from it. But who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe, hopefully not. But yeah, you can see it with our runners, like doing very, very unsafe plays. They are not spending time exploring all of these floors, even though they're safe and like could collect more resources. They're
Yes.
not fighting everything that they could fight, which would give them like more experience, higher level, higher HP, like more safety, right? They could all do that, but they are not doing it because they know that if they do it, their opponent in the meantime might just get above them. I want
Yeah.
to say that nowadays, like even in this tournament, if we have someone dying on a certain floor and you are even faster than your opponent, um, there is a very good chance that your opponent might die on that floor too. Because when they die, it's not because they made a mistake or something. It's just that this floor was so stupidly tough, and probably
Yeah.
their opponent will like meet exactly the same problem.
Speaking of mistake, Reven actually uses a
Yeah.
malicious troll for some reason on himself and gets confused, which I guess he was confused, so he used it, so he got confused. Circular thinking. But that
Mhm.
being said, he's out of the frying pan because Batnell is very strong. And we are, during that time, speaking of fast, Septic has reached floor at 10, and he's out of the water floors. And sometimes we talk about X and Y's during the beginning of our runs because generally it's just player looking for items. But starting floor 10 is where we're going to see what kind of strategy we're going to go with. And Septic seems to be rushing down. With a water monster, a Batnell on top of this, he really could have grinded 6, 7, 8, 9, no problem at all, and he chose not to. What do you think that means? Like, is it like a big respect against Reven? What's the reasoning here?
I think it's a little bit of both. Like, of course, you want to be as fast as possible because you know that Reven can be fast.
Hmm.
Reven has beaten Septic in the past in the tournament, so maybe Septic still remembers that.
Yeah.
But also, like you mentioned, you want to get out of the water floors because water floors give you neutral element against what you have. On
Yes.
fire floors, which he is right now, he will probably have actually better time and have like gain more experience from fighting these monsters. So probably it's like a mixture of both. In the meantime, we can see that Reven is, or we can see that Reven was, because his screen got stuck, in a little bit of a pincer situation between
Oh
two
yeah.
blooms. I don't think that it's something that like will kill him, but definitely something that like will take some time for him. In the meantime, Septic already built up a lead of what, 5, maybe 4 floors. We don't know where
Mm-hmm.
Reven will be once his screen pops up. So yeah, I want to say that like in this case, probably I would go Septic's route and just like avoid water floors fairly quickly.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, some of the monsters are mean. Like, it doesn't necessarily always matter that you're monster can fight them, it's mostly Ko that will take the hits because Ko might not have good defense outside from his shield, but he's got decent amount of HP compared to most of the monsters. So generally we use him as a meat shield, right? Better him than your pet, which is pretty much a linchpin of most strategies. Is he gonna just switch it? Okay, no. But outside of that, like Ko never is tanky against the water monster unless you have an wind and earth shield, and then there's reason not to wear that, even though I know you're gonna react to this. But point is, Ko against a U-boat is always gonna be scary, no matter what monster you have with you.
Septic is now having a little bit of tough time. He needs a little bit of time to rest because his Batnel got some beating, and even though like there were Griffins around, there are fire monster, you're water, so you should technically have an advantage. But his Batnel was a little bit too weak, and Septic, like you mentioned, is a little bit under-leveled. So this whole idea of fighting against fire monsters, you gotta be a little bit careful about it. So
there was a little bit of a scare on Reven's side where he got almost brainwashed. It didn't work, but if it did work, he would have been in a really tough situation. But luckily, no harm, no foul, and his Batnel is still his friend. No betrayal.
One thing that I want to mention, maybe we have missed it, but Reven has found an egg on floor 6, which I don't see in Septic's inventory. That can be something useful, definitely. So let's see whether Reven will hatch it, or will he like search for truth glasses, maybe hoping that like, okay, I don't want to spend time on it because I don't know what's gonna be there, and I know that I'm playing against Septic. Septic is stupidly fast too, so yeah.
And you mean it could be something good, like better than a troll?
No. Is there anything better than a troll?
Of course not. It's even got my name. Oh, it had my name. Now it's gone. Oh, I feel abandoned. Why?
So we should disqualify Reven, right? How dare he?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, maybe let him play for the viewers. We'll tell him later that he's disqualified, yeah.
Okay, and he's healed in the wrong direction, but now he fixes it. Not much of a problem. Oh yeah, mirror shield.
There you go.
Oh, and
it's so slow though. It's so slow.
It is. It really is.
He actually didn't want to use the mirror shield, so that was bad for him. Mirror shield sucks.
Oh yeah, I agree. The Leather Cartel was pleased with that comment.
Yeah, we recently had way too many like commentators like praising mirror shield left and right, so now it's time for Leather Cartel, right?
Oh, absolutely. We're back in town, baby.
Leather Cartel for life.
Absolutely. During that time, we have Septic on floor 14, and he's in a pretty good shape.
It's only 2 floors now, but I think like Septic just had like few tough floors, few problems with fighting because he's so low level. But so is actually Reven. They're both level 6, which is not too high. On these floors, I would feel better being already a level 8.
Oh yeah, and the problem is, on Reven's side, I would feel under level. But Septic is 2 floor higher. It's worse.
Yeah, and he even has less experience. Reven just needs 1 kill and he'll be level 7.
Yeah. Well, actually, when Septic kills something, he's also going to be 7 because that thing is going to give him so much XP.
Yeah. Shield, okay. Oh, yeah, because trolls are now water, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, that's so little. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you have to do something about it.
Also, paralyze her on both
That's
players.
not even enough. Okay,
wow.
Septic, what you're doing now? Normally you can get some experience from trolls, but...
yeah, they are worth a very good amount.
Especially the sword trolls.
Yeah.
Okay, binding, play it safe. Play it safe and finish off that. You do need those levels.
Wow,
and you have to remember that that this troll at any point can snipe you, right? Because troll was a
Oh
starter,
yeah. Oh yeah. It's got a
so
spell.
it has a spell. Will it be enough?
That's not gonna be
Not
enough.
yet. Not yet.
13. Gee. Oh, he's feeling so bad right now. You know it. There you go.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
that he's okay. That level is huge,
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
But you don't want to like fight any more trolls. Just like pick them up and like put them away. There you go, Garuda.
Yeah.
That's where you can get another level.
Oh yeah. That's very good experience. A level and a half here.
Mm.
And now he's back on track. Level 8 is not great, but that's probably the lowest I'd feel okay on these floors.
Okay, Reven also is in a little bit tough spot where his Batnel might die, so he has to be very careful
Mm-hmm. Oh,
about.
there you
Okay,
go.
lucky lift. That's
Yep.
good. Hey Reven, you've got 3 medicinal herbs in your inventory. Use them.
No, he wants to keep it for the MPs. Oh,
Yes, because
which is overkill.
herbs
Yeah,
are so tough to get.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe not.
That's the thing. Like you see, they're trying to use both mixture magic, but that mixture magic doesn't really do them that good. They don't have the
Oh,
matching wand. They have a fire sword. That mixture magic
oh,
is really bad.
and Reven is dead. Mirror
Reven
Shield
is
didn't
down.
work. Mirror Shield didn't work. The Rise got through.
Oh,
25% chance, and then it hit, and
I will
that's
let our runners
over.
know. Keep
Wow.
our viewers entertained.
Jeez. That was an ending to a Magic Griffin fight, and that's why you never underestimate a Griffin. It's really powerful. Oh
Oh
my,
yeah.
oh my. Oh, okay.
That was
So
quick.
that was quick. Yeah, absolutely. That must feel terrible for Revan,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Because you can still win. That's not necessarily a problem. But fighting against Septic, like I was talking to Revan just before the match, and Revan is a great player. He's a very, very good player, top tier, no question. But fighting against Septic, or you talked about Wuga earlier, Septic and Wuga, in my opinion, they're in the class of their own. Even if you're the third best player in the whole community, you're far away from those two guys. So even if I think Revan is probably one of the greatest player of all time, it must be terrifying to play against a guy like Septic. And now you're one game off against him. That's terrible. And now he's gonna have to play more aggressively, or do you actually? I don't know how Revan reacts to that because maybe it was just because he went a little bit overboard that he died. So maybe you play slower, but he was many floors behind. So how do you fix that, right? So you need to play faster and safer, which doesn't go in and end.
Let's ask our runners to load the second seed. I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
verify everything. I'm gonna put that seed into my small commentator device that gives me a little bit of insight of what's coming down to us. Of course, I'm not gonna tell it. Let's keep it a surprise.
I've seen chat that Hex3 says 37.5%. Is that the rate of the mirror shield? I thought it was 3 out of 4. Is it? Isn't? Am I wrong?
I actually don't know. I
Hmm.
never knew the number. To me, it's
I
like
mean,
100%, 50% of time.
yeah. 100% of the time where you don't want it to reflect, and never when you want it to. I mean, not that I need more ammunition to say that leather shield is better, but I mean, if you give me more, I'll take it. Layers are
Let's
resetting and
see.
setting up.
Septic almost there. What is the seed?
Oh yeah. The
41.3,
pickup
that's
failing.
correct.
Yeah, pickup failing. I know it's 62.5. Yeah, exactly. So 37.5 miss. Yeah. Um. No, I was talking about mirror shield earlier, and the mirror shield I think is 3/4. 75/25.
That sounds like a number I remember.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, me too. But sometimes I think I remember things. All right.
I think Revan is rebooting one more time because he's kept over the seat screen, but I did catch it, and I saw
Okay.
that it was okay. So just a moment.
Yeah, I saw Septic's one is good as well.
Yeah.
So, people in chat, what do you want to see as our monster for the second match? It went by a little bit fast because I already counted down our runner last time. But this time, what do you guys want to see? Try
What
to
do
add
you
any.
want to see, Sandy?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think okay. I've been raving for a match with a killer for so long now that it needs to happen. I think of all the random toolkit matches, I think it happened once. And double trolled. Yes, absolutely. I think I want that now, but I definitely want to see like a match where even with um awaken spell, that physical is better. Like it's just straight up better. And I think killer gives you that. Arachne, I guess, or potentially like
Arachne is too easy. Don't give them Arachne.
and Arachne is too easy, I agree. But other than that, with awaken spell, like monsters or spells are just straight up better than attacking 99% of the time, except maybe Arachne. And Killer is hard to deal with because of all the MP consumption thingy if you use like his ability or whatever. But it's really strong. Maybe like a snowman we could do that too with the break
Oh,
ice thing. It's fun.
yeah. I know that Reven loves that ability. He would have used that a lot. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
also its spell doesn't deal much damage because it's the Thunderblade one.
Yep.
So it's good utility, but it's not good damage. So it would kind of
Well,
force him into a physical path.
you go Wind Snowman and then Orlando Bloom.
Yes, of course, of course. That's
Yeah.
the only strat. Is there any other strat in this game?
No.
Exactly.
I want to see AoE. I think AoE
All right.
magic is underappreciated. I know that Reven especially loves the fire version of the
Mm,
AoE, but even other like versions, they have great utility, especially in the room full of monsters. So
yes.
I want to see some good AoE with the combination of some AI1, because if you have like good monster,
Yeah.
AI1 can always be used. So yeah, let's have that, and they're off. We will
They're
know
off.
soon enough.
And I agree with the AoE magic is fun too because again that kind of forces you into a physical playstyle because you're not gonna use that as your bread and butter. It needs to be like a niche thing when it
Yeah,
applies, right?
yeah. And there we go. We've got a
And
barong. So
Barong.
we've
Oh,
got
okay, okay,
nothing of
okay.
that.
No. But yes, but I agree. Barong, in my opinion, is the monster we are sleeping on. I'm 99% sure they're going to use it as a casino machine, and I think that is wrong.
Aye, aye.
Barong is a strong fighter. He gives you double experiences on kill, and his mixed magic is the same thing as Thunder Wave, so the shooty thing
The,
you get from
yeah,
the clowns, but
the
fire
wave
version.
version. Yeah,
It's very
it's
good.
water. It's
Well, it's
water
water
this
this
time.
time, but yeah.
Yeah, because they have poison spell, so that's
Yes.
technically originally a fire spell. The only fire spell that gives you wave magic, right? So it's
Yes.
definitely great, one of the best. The thing is that like we all love wave magic mostly because of the clown, and
Yeah.
clown has this idea that like, okay, you've got double spell level.
Hmm.
And that double spell level actually does matter because in case of wave magic, the only thing that matters is the level of the spell. So
Yes.
Clown is so powerful because it has double spell level. I'm not
I
saying that not having wave spell on Barong is bad or anything like that.
hmm.
It's still good, but it's gonna be definitely worse than Clown.
Oh yes, absolutely. But worse than clown still is very good. I've
Oh
used a
yeah.
poison spell on Cuny before, and that was good enough for most of those wind monsters, and I could kill them from afar. Obviously, that's not going to be great against the two other geniuses, but that worked pretty well from afar, and that was good enough. And then when they get in melee, I could just sword magic them, right? So they don't have access to that for sure, but I still think that it's a very interesting skill.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I fully agree. The question right now is what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna like just collect few more items, and I don't know, actually I think they're gonna keep the barong, and my
Yeah.
reasoning for this is like, okay, they check the eggs, right?
Yes, and Tyrant sucks.
Oh, yes, and tyrant sucks, and if the tyrant had the spell
Oh,
unlocked,
Carol.
then it
Very good.
doesn't suck, but it doesn't. So maybe you want to keep that barong because you wouldn't have anything else. And what if you don't find another egg fairly quickly, because if you do, you can, let's say, fuse it to Tyrant and awaken its spell, and then just use Barong as a casino. But until then, I think they're gonna do what you wished for, so they're gonna play with Barong.
That's very interesting. X3 points out the double XP working on hit getting the kill. I don't. I know it doesn't work with the second part of the mixed magic, like the ice tornado they're using, but I'm pretty sure that applies to the hit before. And the fire version's got that too. It's like you hit with your weapon and then you throw Phoenix. I'm pretty sure it applies if that's the first whack that gets the kill. I think you get double XP from that. So Ko does not get double XP.
Unfortunately for them, they will not really kill many things with like a direct whack, right?
yeah, sure. But since wands doesn't work with wave magic, so I don't know why they have wands. Like if they can get a sword, they definitely should. Well, paralyzed one is not a bad idea for other reasons, but you catch what I mean.
Yep.
I still think like you 100% go with a sword then, because it would improve the first hit and it won't decrease the second hit, because none of the two hits. Well, the first hit does apply the damage of the one, but my point is it's.
Yeah. I like Dema's idea from chat, where she says that like, okay, if they get Leolam, they can still like have, you know, benefits of both. They can keep the Barong and get some free casino, right? So that's a very good idea.
I like the idea too, but the thing is, I guess it depends against who I'm playing. And if I am one win on, like SepticTank is, then maybe I do. But if I'm Reven, I'm never doing that. I would even avoid Barong on 16. Playing with Barong is something I do less and less the more I play, and most of the time it serves me right.
And the problem right now is that the Barongs on those 16, 26, 36, not only they have spell unlocked, they're also now water, so it will be a little bit tougher for them to deal with those Barongs. You gotta remember that Barongs actually have really, really high stats when it comes to HP. So it's gonna take them a while to take away, I wanna say 96 HP from Barong.
Barong is so much HP growth. That's crazy. Like if you fuse a Barong and a Annapolis, you get like a crazy machine, and then the game collapses on itself or something.
So yeah, like you mentioned, actually wave magic, as amazing as it is, because it gives you fairly easy run or safe in that sense that like you can smack things from afar, especially if they die in one hit. But you gotta remember that like goal of this game at this point for these runners is actually not to fight. Their goal is to not fight while getting to the elevator. So when they can fight everything, they might. And it takes time, and it's not even just the time of, you know, smacking that monster, getting the animation of the spell, getting the animation of monsters dying, but also because you're getting so much experience. There will be an animation of the level up for you for a monster. It all adds up. There is actually like really, really big difference between like, you know, lifting that monster and not killing it, just chugging it away, then fighting with everything. So yeah.
No,
I think like a few times it was said this way that, oh yeah, I would have fought this monster or this monster. Yeah, everybody probably can fight certain things, but the question is, do you want to?
Should you? Yeah, and obviously, like later on, a few fireball charges on some high level wind monster just to catch like 2 levels quickly off of a kill. You want to do that? I mean, you don't want to stay level 1 all the time, right? But choosing when you're gonna, let's put quotes here, grind, because you don't really grind, but I mean you do want to get some level up. It's with most speedrun RPGs, or RPG speedruns that I've seen. It's pretty much how long can I stretch not grinding to get to those much tougher enemies, and then use maybe an items to kill them fast, and then gain like 17 levels, and then everyone watching is like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's pretty much the same philosophy here, right? You want to stretch your grinding as long as you can, and when you do it, gain like 5 level up out of one spell ball charge, because they'll cut down on fighting and grinding, and XP in this game is very heavily rubber banded. if you stay on the same floor to grind, you're not gonna get any level after a few kills.
True that. Speaking of grinding, Septic is already now on floor 6, as we mentioned before. Those are water floors. I don't think that you want to stay here with that water monster. Normally, like if you have water mixture magic and the matching wand, then yeah, you can like kill everything. But with this one, even though he should be able to kill things, I probably wouldn't stay. It's gonna take too much time. It's probably gonna be like 2-3 times of his mixture magic before he can kill the tougher things, especially like blooms, etc. So probably you just want to go now straight to the fire floors, and this should be even safer than the fire floors they had last time.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a room, yeah.
that was a very tough room, and the choice of Septic to just run for it
Yeah,
pays
not
off
even thinking,
immediately.
just going out straight to
Yep.
the elevator. Really nice. We know that Reven will have the same
Oh,
thing
that's
to deal with.
another bad one. Oh,
Oh,
and an acid rain ball one step away. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you don't want to use it probably. Oh, there is a Manoiva there as well. Nice. So maybe you do want to use that acid rain. You probably want to
you
save
wanna
it as
use
much
it-
as possible, but
Yeah. If you want to use it, you want to use it now because next turn that U-boat might go down, like under, and then you cannot hit it. Oh, that's 8 damage. That's
Yeah.
not enough, bro.
yeah. Oh, that's gonna be okay. That
Oh,
additional 3 damage. It's good that that Barong has quite much HP. Yeah, okay. Septic
Yeah.
finally decides acid rain.
I
I'm
agree.
not like taking time. Yeah, I fully agree. It like feels bad a bit that you have to use that acid rain immediately.
Wow.
You want to save it, but yeah, no point. It looks like Reven has done exactly the same
Yep.
thing as Septic, just ran away straight to the elevator, and they caught up with the floors. Septic is a little bit in the lead, but
Sure.
not so much.
And it depends on how this room will be tackled by Reven. He's gonna check the ball, see its acid rain. If he uses it right away, then he
He's
just runs
running away.
There you
Yep.
go.
That.
And there's the
Oh, and
elevator.
it's a good decision, and Reven
Yeah.
will take the lead. There you go.
Let me switch the audio here. Let's go.
I
Reven.
already did. Haha, I
Oh,
was faster.
Too strong. Too strong.
That's okay. Yeah, none of those monsters are aggroed on Ko.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you spawn into a room with monsters, as long as you step out of this room on the first turn, monsters are never aggroed. They may try to go after your monster if your monster is in the room, but they're not aggro on you. The next turn, when the monster if your familiar moves out of the room, monsters probably will walk away. So that's
then they'll
good
choose an exit.
knowledge.
And then,
yeah. They may choose still the exit in which you are, but they're not aggroed on you.
Yep.
So you have like free reign of going wherever you want. So good thing by Reven where he remembered that, and he didn't like spend any resources, because the fewer resources they use now, they have more resources to spend on floors where they actually do really need it.
Yeah, absolutely. We get Septic going on floor 10? 9? Oh no, 9.
Nine,
Okay. I
nine,
thought he was
nine.
going on
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
He catched up
Yeah,
already.
Septic
No.
does exactly the same. Septic also knows these things. Both of these runners know the game very well, so
Oh yeah.
no problem with those details.
Oh, a
Ooh,
bump trap
bump
that could have
trap
done something.
almost did something.
Can you believe it? It would have been a first for sure. Not a first, but maybe a
Yeah.
second. Very
A
rare.
little bit of a problem on Reven's side. He did mention that he had problems with OBS. Hopefully, it will not affect his gameplay, because last time he said like, "Oh, I was playing a little bit on an autopilot because, of course, I didn't want to like, stop the game, and that cost him a game." So hopefully this time he will be a little bit more careful. We definitely don't want to see this finish already now.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Wind
Oh,
crystal. You get a stream
stream
one.
wand. Not really
don't care.
needed, because
No.
wave magic doesn't depend on your weapon.
Maybe if he gets something different later that might be interesting, like a sword mix magic somewhere in there. But if not, then that's irrelevant. That Peril is this one coming in handy here, pretty darn good. It's a fun and interesting idea to have like a Peril is this one with the 2 waves that actually hits before, because the normal version you would be expecting is Thunder Wave, and it doesn't hit before physically. It's just a shooty thing. So it's interesting.
Reven,
It's only in the other two elements.
I want to question his thinking right now. He has in his inventory trap scroll and left the curse scroll on the ground. Although I guess like not taking the curse scroll does make sense. Assuming that like Reven will keep current mixture magic, there is nothing that he needs anymore from the equipment because he's got a leather shield already.
Oh yeah, and we saw the failures of Mirror Shield earlier. Let's see the beauty of Leather Shield now.
Come on, clown, make it beauty. Clown, you're doing bad job.
Yeah. And the thing is, Septic already equipped his Leather Shield and Blue Sanded it, and he's still not equipping it. So he sees more value in the 2 damage less he's gonna take from his Steel Shield from a potential dodge. I don't buy that. I don't understand.
I know what you mean, but like I think on these floors it sort of does make sense. That like I would say that until Garuda floors, keeping a little bit stronger shield does make sense to an
2
extent.
damage. If your strategy hinges on 2 damage a hit, your strategy is
2
flawed.
damage a hit, but like you know, okay, they already have 49 HP, so it's like what? That's gonna be. What, 5%, 4% of his HP? Yeah. So it's all about the percentage of your HP.
Sure.
I usually try to keep the like stronger shield, like diamond shield, till Garuda floors. After that, leather shield all the way.
Yeah. I'd understand not switching. That I would actually get, but he did not switch. He switched back. Like, if your leather shield is not identified, yeah, sure, I'd wait a little bit longer until I identify that leather shield. But as soon as that leather shield is identified and is blue sanded on top of everything, keep that thing.
Ooh. That's a nice find on Septic's side. He did take a lead in the meantime. We already switched the audio. There was a pillar ball on floor 12 in the elevator room, so Reven will find it as well. Definitely good thing. They already have Blaze Ball. I presume that wasn't their starting ball because that would have been identified. So yeah, that's nice. More firepower to deal with all those pesky wind monsters. That's technically their weakness right now, and now it shows why you don't want to fight water monsters with normal level wind wave magic.
Yeah.
It's just simply too slow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
Tamna, that's a good decision. What do? Do you still try to kill it? I think so.
That's what he's doing. The 8 physical damage is pretty good. The fact that the I think it's like what, half the defense when you're in a yes, that's the case. Yeah, you gotta deal with the Kraken because frogs have a tendency to be a little bit pesky and still go somewhere around you. So sooner or later, that frog would turn back into very scary Kraken. The fewer Krakens that we have on the floor, the better. Yeah, frogs makes one move towards you, one moves away from you, one move toward, one moves away.
Is that confirmed?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Because like I've seen this kind of like a behavior, but I never knew whether it's actually programmed that like, hey, move towards me, move against me.
I think I'm gonna write that on a T-shirt, but I guess don't quote me. I'm just a guy that's here when people
I do want to quote you.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Give me something that I can quote.
Let's go! There we go.
There you go. I want to quote Reven. Do take that ball. Do not avoid that. It's very good ball.
He's not gonna avoid it. He's just getting experience. This volcano
is
not a problem at all against the wave.
Oh yeah. And like we mentioned, with this spell, they do want levels if they want to fight, which they shouldn't want to, but but maybe... that's not a choice. Sometimes it's a necessity.
Skinny, that's a good one. But speaking of anomalies, like the fact that poison is wave magic but fire form is a little weird. But you definitely know lowdown as well. But do you know the other spell that's actually give you wave magic?
Yes, Grave.
Okay, and do you know what's weird about it?
Yes, it costs more.
Yeah, why?
Cause reasons.
Yes. So for some reason, Both low down and poison cost half an MP, but low
No,
grade.
no, 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 no.
What? It's 2/3?
0.75.
Okay, okay, okay.
0.75, 3/4.
Okay, 3/4. But it costs 4 MP as low grade.
Ooh! Ooh!
Oh,
Egg!
that's an
Egg!
egg. And that's on floor 15. That's what we want to
That's
see.
potentially something good. I know what it is, but I'm not gonna tell you. What do you
No,
think it
don't tell me.
is?
I don't know. 15 is too high for it to be a U-boat, right? It's where it
I
stops.
think it still can be a U-boat.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
Then
15 should
I
be
want
the
to see a blue.
last one. Okay, that makes sense. I can respect that.
Yes. Then it's not blue. That's what he means. Oh, pillar ball, 7 charges. That's a max charge pillar ball. Reven is now very.
Oh, so Reven used the truth glasses. Oh, he gonna like
Yeah, oh
be
yeah.
so pissed when he finds that egg on floor 15.
Which you can't identify, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
look at, well, I guess that's just fair
Ooh,
because
binding
Septic
ball.
can't
Oh, Septic found it as well. That's good. Speaking of binding,
Does he go
there you
binding?
go.
Yeah, that's what's precious in his mind, yeah. And pillar ball and blaze ball are especially great because they're going water strats. So during water strats, you're going to be able to easily kill fire. Like Chai said earlier, it's going to be a roughish job to kill water monster because the spell is so weak. But you can still probably do it if you start hitting them from afar. But wind monster you have no chance against. That spell is way too weak for it. And because of that, now those fireball charges are going to be used every time a wind monster is in their path. And they're going to get great experience from it. So 2 spell ball, one of them having 7 charges. Yeah, they're great.
I want to say that they're keeping still really great pace because normally when you have like wave magic, like I mentioned, you do fight because you can fight, and that gives you experience. But again, when it comes to speed, it's not good to fight. And they're still keeping around like 2 minutes away from 1 minute a floor, which I would say is great at this point.
Oh yeah.
They already are like what, 18, 15? That's really nice floor. Quite good pace in this one.
Exactly. And the fact that you point out like the tools they have right now, binding ball is gone. That egg is grabbed on Reven's side. He doesn't have the thing to identify it, and now he's looking. Yeah, when your inventory is so good that you don't know what to remove. Leo M was given to Chai. Good.
Oh yeah, so now it's gonna be interesting. Did Septic play with that Leolam? Did he find
Nope.
it?
I don't know.
So I guess Reven has a little bit of an addiction. No, it's definitely a good strategy.
A restore scroll, really, and a familiar bell. Oh my God, Reven. Okay, don't make the same mistake twice. Scroll. Don't make the same
come on,
twice.
make Pule happy.
Like throw treasure loot, please, jeez.
Don't use it now. You're wasting a term of Leolam.
I don't think he cares much. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like that was enough of gambling for him.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the thinking.
That Leva fruit might seem like the weakest link in his inventory right now, but I guess that's like for the pickets that's coming up.
Oh yeah, Septic loves this strategy where you give Leva to a picket, and I gotta admit, it's fun little strategy. Like, why not, right?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, you just make sure that the next item you lose is Leva, so that's as good as like stepping on an item as well. But you don't need like many steps to do the thing, and you don't need to keep money in your inventory, I guess.
And I see that like Septic has binding ball again in his inventory, so I presume he restored it. He killed that pesky picket.
The worst monster in the tower.
Ooh,
they probably love Mirror Shield.
Septic is building up a lead. He's already floor 22, but all this like lucky elevators that Septic is finding, Reven will find as well, because again they're on seeded towers.
Oh,
so
look
at some point,
at that room.
Beautiful sleep ball, Olim, and another ball, whatever it is.
And the Eden lump of death that kills.
And poison ball.
Okay, poison,
Yeah,
no,
skip
but...
that. Skip that. I would take it if I had inventory for it, but not at this point. Interesting to me is that like Septic now absolutely has no reason to keep that steel shield anymore.
Yeah.
That shield has to go.
Yeah, and maybe it's because he's forgotten. But then if he would have switched before, then he wouldn't have forgotten. Another reason to why does he have the steel shield? I don't know.
Yeah. Interestingly, he still keeps Earth Shield as much as I do love Earth Shield or any other elemental shield because they do have their use. They're not a niche. Many times it can be a strategy that will actually like save your life. So you do want to keep those elemental shields. But
Right.
if it's unidentified, then
Oh
it's
yeah.
probably a little bit too much of a risk, especially with Earth Shields, knowing that bomb traps do exist. They're fire version. You don't want to like play around with it.
Can we talk about the fact that we're on floor 23 and 18 respectively? And I was gonna say, the egg has not been hatched yet, and that's a potential Garuda egg. That doesn't make sense either.
Fully agreed that like
It should
Reven.
be the first thing, yeah.
Ooh, Septic has now a little bit bad situation that
Oh
like it's
yeah.
not that like he cannot deal with it. Yeah, don't fight that Viper. It's gonna take way too long time. It's more like it's gonna take time,
Yes.
and he doesn't like to lose time.
Yeah, he shouldn't like to. He shouldn't like to lose time. Yes, that's the point. Oh, he needed to
Ah,
tell the
yeah,
Barong
you
to
were
not
supposed
move.
to like keep the Barong to stay. Then would
Oh
have
yeah.
been better. What you gonna do now? Binding another one?
He needs to make a decision now. It needs to work because next turn that the other Viper is going to be a problem.
Picking up the egg. Okay. I presume he wants to like yeah,
Both of them
somehow
there. Does he sacrifice the egg for
try to
this?
lift. Try to lift.
No, I guess he's gonna just go. Oh, jeez, he's going for the lifts for real. Okay,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, you gain some time because you can always
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
toss away, get the egg, and get to the elevator. That's no, that egg will be eaten now.
Oh yeah. I think
Buy
that's the ultimate
egg.
sacrifice.
What was that egg? That was I think floor 20 egg. No, that was that floor
15.
16 egg. 15
15.
egg.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I want to
Oh,
say that
Aline.
this. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that this moment was worse than Image Betrayal 2023, but I think that was actually just a flaw. Okay, that's fine. No harm, no foul. Keep on again. Okay, that might have been worth to check that extra room.
And in the meantime, Reven caught up. There you
Yeah,
go.
because like you said, it was pretty much an elevator chain that we saw Septic take that Reven didn't. And depending on how he tackles this floor, it can be out like as quickly as Reven as Septic is.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
he
little
goes for
bit
the
tough
exit loop.
situation
Yep, yep,
on
yep.
Septic side. He's very low on HP because that blaze ball that he tried to use was empty. But luckily he knows that he's got a
Wow.
pillar ball that he didn't use medicinal herb. And there you go. Reven takes the
Reven
lead.
comes from the other side and takes the lead, and even gets the blinder ball that Septic got. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
Go left versus go right. And another like
No, that
lucky
was not
elevator.
go left versus go light. Reven used an exit loop here.
Oh, okay. Well,
Strategy paid off.
then he knows that he needs to go left when Septic goes
Sure.
right.
Sure. But I mean, that's the use of an item versus
Oh
not.
yeah,
So
of course.
yeah.
And Reven finds another elevator, and yeah, there you go. That lead is one now solid one floor.
Yeah, but he saw it on the spin, so Septic could have seen it too. Yeah, he did, definitely.
There you go.
And you see the next
Okay.
one too.
Okay.
And that's interesting, seeing an elevator on the spin. It's something that goes by quite quickly. Like on Septic side, we saw a neg on the spin. And it's something that you might like miss by, like being so concentrated or so deep into your thoughts about like what just happened, what's your next strategy. Maybe you glance at your inventory or something, or your map, and you'll miss it. But it's really important to see those things and
Reven finds an X, and Septic in the meantime takes the
lead
lead again.
Takes the lead again. Let's go.
What's more, Septic has found star glasses, which will give him another like floor. There you go. That's the star glasses, and elevator is fairly easy to find, so it should be fine for him. Reven finds the star glasses as well, and yeah, actually he used the exit loop on this floor, so You said that he might have seen it on the spin, but it looks like he didn't.
There was an egg on the spin to that one, not
yeah. Septic, that's gonna take you
Oh,
3
yeah.
billion years only to like play with that Manoiva. Yeah,
And
don't do that.
3 billion years is a lot. Now, if you awaken that Maniva, it should be facing, yep, where the coin is, and just go away. Yep, there we go. Because by being blind, it keeps the direction it was facing when it transformed. So you won't get to it be attacked once, which is really good.
Some people may question our runners when they use this water spell against zoos, knowing that okay, zoo is a wind. Like, how can I fight with wind monsters with underleveled water spell? But actually, that water wave magic has a potential of turning monsters around. So they're not using it for the damage, they're using it for this additional property that may or may not happen. It didn't for
Really?
them.
I didn't
So
know
yeah.
that.
Yes, basically it's one of those funny spells that have a chance to move
Because
things
Thunder
around.
Wayne does not.
The
Lightning Wave.
wind version doesn't, but I think fire and water versions do have a chance to like turn things around.
Oh, that makes Barong even more my favorite monster in the normal game. Well, not favorite.
It is
because
doing
I
pretty
already
good
got
job
two
for
favorite,
them.
but yeah.
But the question is now, do you fight a Naplas with that Barong?
You never fight an Atlas. But then if the question is if not, then did you fight the killer? And the answer is also no.
Oh, there you go. It's turned around that Naplas and turned it towards you.
Yeah. It's worse
That's
now.
not a good thing. So
It won't turn around.
I gotta tell you, Sandy. Yesterday I was practicing with Septic, and we did fight Naplases, but we've had dragons with fused with Arachne, so I
Still a
think
bad
that
choice.
doesn't count.
I still disagree.
Well, when your monster has 120 attacks and kills Naplas in max 2 hits, it was like, yeah.
One hit too many. Don't fight Atlases.
There you go. Reven again takes the lead.
Yeah.
They take it back and forth,
By
neck
a
and neck.
second. By a second.
But
he
it's
used a
still a
holy
lead.
bell. That's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Considering now that Septic still has one.
But I think Reven still has Acid Rain, which Septic doesn't, I want to say.
Right. True.
And it might be so that Reven actually has 2 charges on Acid Rain, because I did see him having a white sand. So Beldo Hype, high five on Beldo Hype.
I want to say that I'm pretty sure you used it on the pillar ball if you take a second to check.
Okay.
Because it's got 8 charges and it can't have 8 charges without the use of
Exit loop. Septic has 2 of them, so I think it's time to use it. And you're gonna check the ball. Maybe you already did and it sucked, so you go straight for the elevator. Septic has a little bit easier way to the elevator.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I don't think that like this snow waves in this case will help you get the tyrant out of the way. You have to fight it if you want to get it. Luckily for Septic, the tyrant went berserk, which will help Septic take it out without getting any damage. Yes, there you go. And no, Reven still takes the 7th floor.
Just come around the corner, and here's
I
the
thought
killer.
that he will be like he will lose it here because Septic was so much closer, but no.
And I think we saw the elevator on the spin. I might be wrong. My highs were
I
a little
was
bit on
checking.
the side. Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go. I was checking actually Septic screen, so I didn't see it. So now Reven has even 2 floor. It's so close. What's more amazing, they're above 1 floor.
Oof.
A minute pace.
Oh, they are, and we start playing some curling.
Oh no! Now you're gonna take restore scroll. Nah, come on, Reven.
Yeah, it's too late now. It doesn't matter.
Oh, he has 2 now. He actually did pick up one of those.
Yeah. Dragon, okay. You can take a breath.
Yeah, Breath is actually not very scary. He's got 42 HP. Breath will do probably like 25 to 30. He should be fine.
Yeah, you might want to think that Breath is the strongest fire spell, but it's Pillar.
Yeah, it's Pillar. Breath is actually not very scary.
Nah. It's very tame. Okay, some curling. Same shot.
Yeah, exactly.
As
Same
Reven thought.
situation as like for Reven.
Yep.
So it looks like they're gonna be on the same floor,
There we go.
and it's just about who's gonna do this 34 faster. No, command your Barong to stay if you wanna use the spell. There you go. Thank you, Reven.
Oh my god. Yeah. Seraph says 1 second lead for Reven. That's crazy.
And
This
it
is
looks
a
like
match.
Septic takes the lead.
No way! How would this keep happening? But a second later,
And it's
Reven
again
is
like
on.
second here or there. This tower has been quite generous for our runners in terms of like lucky those elevator spawns, but
Oh yeah, and
now
only Bell here on Septic side, which Reven does not
yes.
have, so that's going to be 2 pillar charges, which is fine. Good experience.
Yeah,
He's going to level up from that.
not a big problem.
But shows
That's
what
gonna give him
difference,
some
yeah.
levels because we can see that Reven actually has been level what 15 now 16 17 will be and Septic is already 19, so definitely Septic has fought more.
Oh yeah.
The question is now like who will find the elevator here faster, and it looks like Reven actually takes a little bit different exit out of this room.
Yes.
So you know, that's go left, go right.
Absolutely. And so far, Reven's got a better time. It's very safe, very fun. He decides to go all the way and catch back where that's not a good corridor. You don't go there. He wanted to go back.
Okay. Unless you do that, that's fine.
No, the
I guess
problem is all the monsters gonna come from that corner. They don't have a choice, do they? Okay, good.
Yeah, they have plenty of choices. That chaos trap is not fun, and there is a maxi coming.
Yeah.
You cannot deal with the maxi, unfortunately. Blaze is out. You gotta do
another
blaze. Okay.
Right. No worries. 2 charges should be enough. Oh,
2 charges. Yeah.
80
Also, Septic hits that chaos trap.
Oh, he thinks that it works, but it doesn't. No. You still get confused by this. And that's a kill. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They're both
that floor
really
has been a little bit tough. On
yeah.
yeah. And
Reven
is the first one to find the elevator. Water Lave, he's not even checking, just picking up.
He didn't even check. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess like in the hindsight, it's very good. Oh, Septic is hitting the frog.
Okay,
luckily, it didn't take much time, didn't cost him much. So what you're gonna do here? Is it time for acid rain?
It might be.
Come on. Reven. I'm not like cheering for any of the runners, but I do want to see unfriendly third match.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's good. And Golem, you've got Pillar Ball, or another Blaze. There you go.
There we go.
Okay, Septic had Acid Rain, so it means that like he has used White Sand, but I think now he's out of Acid Rains.
Yes.
Reven still might have it, which is of course good.
One, yeah.
Mahel and you getting to the elevator. Who's getting to the elevator faster? Reven is exploring more. He's fine in the elevator. There you go. 3 more floors. Very, very close. We have to like check the seconds here. No time to look away or they're just gonna finish. Yeah, it's good for Reven because like if he's in the lead, you do want to see those lucky elevators. And Septic is like he can take it, but it takes time, right? It's not about like not being able to take it.
Okay, floor 38. Oh, the elevator.
Yes, there's check the glasses.
He needs to. It's
true glasses. Oh, that's bad. That's not bad. That's not ideal.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that that's not bad. This is crazy. Intensity.
One more floor. Where is it?
Not there. He doesn't have anything to know like where the elevator is, so he's gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Monster train. He's gonna charge. Yeah, absolutely.
Come on,
spend your charges.
Don't think too much.
Oh, he's very good at that.
Is it gonna be it?
Too much. He's gonna be fine.
He will hear it. You know that, right?
Yes, I'm fine with that.
We love you, Reven.
Sure, yeah, we do. I love him because of that. Blinder,
okay, what you gonna do now? Blinder, binding,
too late now.
Tamna,
okay,
yeah, whatever. Just find the elevator.
With the frog.
Okay, Septic finds the 38th floor elevator, so it's 1 floor for him. Reven.
It is the last floor
Glacier
for both
is slowing
runners.
him down. Room on the left. Go follow that glacier. There is an elevator there, hopefully.
Yeah, there is. Seal trap
Seal
good.
and Reven takes the round. Congrats.
Oh
I think we're
my
gonna wait
god!
until Septic finishes before we let our runners know.
Oh, we won't have to wait for long.
I think so,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Just to keep Reven a little bit like still, you know, waiting. Like, what the
Oh,
heck is going on? I finished. Why is nobody saying anything?
that's not nice. You
Yes, it is.
definitely did hear a game three for
We are
sure.
here for the viewership, not for Reven. Sorry, Rev.
I agree though. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, unfriendly third, enemy third. How do we say that? I don't know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that was a seat. That was a seat. And look at his time, 37:41. That is beautiful time. I'm not even sure whether it's not the fastest time that we had in this tournament that is non-Garuda. That might
Yeah.
be very well.
Oh, absolutely. If it's not, it's
And
probably very
Septic
close.
is now going towards
Yep,
that
the
room
right
with
way.
the elevator. There you go, 38, 36.
Is a loss. 38-36 is a loss. Can you believe that? That's madness. Non Garuda, you clear the tower in 38-39, less than a floor a minute, and you lose. That is so much good as your dreams. That's what I like. That's why I like watching Reven
Oh
versus
yeah.
Septics. These two runners know it all. And there we go. Reven does an egg reveal? And that
It's
was
just a dreaming.
it
We're
was
gonna get the
just a
second deck
dream.
check. There was a second deck.
Yes. Second egg check.
And it's gonna be
Naplas!
Naplas. That's nice.
And now he dies. That's good. But yeah, super good seed. I don't know that the third one can top that. Let them prove me wrong. But we're gonna have a quick reset while both players gonna be like confused about why they're cleared and no one calls game. But that's gonna get all sorted out. And once that's gonna be sorted out, they're gonna reset. We're gonna set the seed, make sure everything is ready for that third match. But then madness will ensue. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah. Time for the predictions.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are we gonna want to see in a third match? So we saw our own god was very good, even though it was supposed to be slowish, like you said, probably the fastest match.
Uh,
They did use it.
it was so great. I'm actually
Yeah.
very surprised how well they handled that Barong.
Well, they didn't fight that much. They got lucky-ish in terms of how long they stayed on the floor per floor.
Look at their levels. So they did fight a bit.
Oh, no, that was not due to fight. That was due to all so many blaze and pillar balls. They never
Well,
really fought
yeah,
for a long time. Yeah, yeah. After
yeah,
floor
yeah, yeah.
15, they really just killed the balls, which is
I
fine. That's
I want to say that Septic fought a little bit more than Reven. Reven was more using resources. Septic was still using barongs, and maybe
yeah.
that was the thing that like cost him that time.
Mm. I think Septic got in more like troubling situation again, quote air quotes, because he never was in that much of a trouble because of the inventory, but he had to fight more. I don't think he was seeking more fights, but I agree with you. I think in the end he was trying to stretch his inventory using that baron more, and maybe that was slower-ish. But I mean, when slower-ish is 38 minutes, that's freaking good, right? Um, so we have 2670 as a seed on Reven's side. That
Yes,
feels like
it's
it is the
good.
right
I
one.
already verified. Septic will
Marvelous.
take a little bit of a short break for restroom. So we're gonna be back in just a minute, which gives us a little bit more time for predictions. So I'm still gonna say I want to see AOE. I want to see how they handle that. I know that these runners can give justice to AOE
Hmm.
magic, so I do want to see that.
I know you've talked a little bit about it before, but in reality, like in the best case scenario, if you had like choices over one of the three spells, which one do you prefer in terms of AoE? Like the Aqua Wheel or Earthshaker or the Mount Burn?
If I have to choose just one.
Just one, yeah.
Then it's gonna be definitely Mount Burn,
Hmm,
uh,
I agree.
because it gives you a little bit more in terms of like in terms of
Utility.
corridors.
Hmm,
In the room, of course, I like normally when I have AoE magic, I will actually juggle the elements
right.
depending on where I am. Of course, like assuming that I've got the chance to juggle. But AoE is the one magic where you definitely do want to juggle the elements. And I'm not saying go for one concrete, just juggle them depending on how many items you've got and what floors you're on.
Absolutely. And juggling in general, like elemental juggling, but also like shield juggling as well, is something that might take a little bit of time and a little bit of practice before the muscle memory lets you like switch fast enough that you feel like it's worth. But it's something that can be extremely powerful. And even in our first, like every tournament, one or two person makes a run where they have like at least two shields and juggle them, or switch elements a lot with their monster, and it's generally very interesting. See, then generally very successful. It might not be the fastest, but I tend to like that kind of strategy. It's just always convoluted. You need items to switch or time to switch your shield. But at the end of the day, that's generally a very successful strategy.
Why I think that, like in case of AoE, is especially important is that when you have AoE, and assuming you don't have many other resources,
Mm,
AoE can be very powerful tool. It's actually very, very powerful magic, even on like normal like level without any clown double level.
yes.
It's still very powerful. And AoE in a room can attack or attacks pretty much the whole room, assuming it's wind and water.
Yeah.
So that's very easy and fast way to like clear the whole room.
Yeah.
In the corridors, you do want to have Mount Burn so that you can turn monster around.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's my reasoning for switching elements. And of course, if you have just one version, you cannot use its full potential.
The other one that's interesting to juggle is the U-boat one, where one of them is actually wind elemental but deals water damage, which I think is funny.
Oh yeah, that's one of the like
Yeah.
niche strategies that is mentioned many times when people ask in the Discord. Speaking of Discord, when people ask in the Discord, what combination should I go for, right? And many
Mm,
people tell them, like, yeah, actually use this U-boat mixture magic because you can have two elements at
on
the
the
same
same
time
monster.
while having one element. So basically, you are never at a loss. You will always have the at least neutral against
Yes.
monster.
Yeah.
So that's very nice thing.
And it's kind of lucky that it happens to be water, which is going to be the element you're weak against if you're wind. And that first spell that's wind could be, wind, like wind cutter, like the classic. But you can have a third spell, right? And if you're wind, might as well have Dio Wall or Dio Mirror, right? So now you have
Sure,
three
why not?
spells. Orlando Bloom's strategy again, throwing bolts, and it works.
Sandy, we've got a question in the chat. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure that I fully understand the question, but my answer would be 42.
If
What is yours?
if there is a floor 40 climb, what will the final time be? What? That's not. That does. Wait.
That is a question.
I know it is a question, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean,
That's why I
42
said
is a good
42.
answer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 42 works, and I
Anyways,
guess I should bring a serviette if I go into space, but um.
he's asking the final time predict when a floor 40 is. Yeah, so that's a prediction. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. Like
42.
this run, 42 minutes. Okay. No, no,
Yes,
no. I
and we do
say
have AoE, by the way. Water
oh
AoE we start with.
my water wheel is what we start with. And
Oh,
luckily,
Calfwin Sword, beautiful.
and luckily this spell is AoE because Unicorn doesn't know how to aim
Yes.
because it's blind, because it doesn't have eyes. Anyways,
Uh,
jokes aside,
yeah, you know, I do love your puns. I don't fully
yes,
always understand them, but I
yes.
laugh regardless because I love you, man. So, and that the Discord loves you. But it's not that like I don't understand them because your puns suck. It's just like it's not my native language, so I may not always like catch all the intricacies of like your brilliant and funny answers.
It is it is not my first language either, and I probably don't understand what
Close
I'm saying
enough.
half of the time. Yeah, yeah. And we have a dad sucks name for the unicorn. It's important to know that your dad, as a monster tamer, had a unicorn, an unevolved one, which probably means that either he kept it with a liver fruit from evolving, which is bad, or that
I
it
think
was
I think you people just like are haters. Like
yes,
seriously, maybe Dad wanted to make a statement. Like, look, people, I'm using a unicorn and I'm still best in the world, right?
He's not best in the world.
So
He's dead in
either
the
like
tower.
he didn't have good competition,
Yeah, he got good
or maybe
competition.
he was just so good.
No. The only thing that proves is CUNY greater than unicorn. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, so I wonder now with the water. I don't think that I would be rushing to water floors.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, I
No.
would be rushing to fire floors because
Yes.
that spell will
Ooh.
give them definitely some easy time there, but you definitely don't want to be too low level. I would say that like you got to be at least level 5, 6 for floors 10 plus. Because again, AoE is one of those magics where
Oh
the
yeah.
damage depends fully and only on the level of the spell. Your stats don't matter at all. Your
Do you?
weapon doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. Do you think on the second floor there was a bomb trap room
There were 2 bomb traps.
in
Let
the
me
same
check.
room?
Let me
That's one
check
of
with
the
my.
that's one of the rarest thing ever. If that was a thing, yeah, please check.
No, no,
Oh,
there
just
wasn't bomb traps, but I can show you in a Discord what it was because it was a very nice thing.
oh, was that a trap room?
There was a trap room with just 2 bomb traps.
Okay, that's not too
Where
bad
you
then.
send the. Of course, I shouldn't put it in our Discord so that people don't see it, but there you go.
Oh my
No,
god, that
that
was
was a fun.
such a trap room. How many traps? 11?
11, yes.
There was 11 traps in this room. Okay, that was not a bomb trap room, but second best thing, right?
Yeah. I don't think that.
Wow.
Have we ever seen it in the tournament? At least when
Bomb trap room?
since
No.
I joined, I don't think so.
No, me neither. That happened like twice in the Discord history, and I've seen it probably once when I was a kid. That's so rare.
I think I want to say that I hit it once, but it's
Yeah.
one of those things that you don't know that they're rare until you hit them, and then somebody tells you, "Whoa, it's so rare! How did you do it?" And then it
Yeah.
never happens again.
And that never happens. Yeah, but it shouldn't. It's like
Yeah.
it needs to roll a trap room, and then it needs to roll like a special thing to make that trap roll bomb traps. I think, which is
Mhm.
like crazy. But trap rooms are already rare enough.
I want to say that they're like equipped pretty well for now because
Yep.
okay, they've got water mixture magic which can handle like fire monsters and a little bit of like water monsters. They've got Gulfwind Sword which is amazing against water monsters, so they can just
Yes.
fight it out. And also against wind monsters, they should be able to fight with this Gulfwind Sword. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that they're like set pretty well. Septic
Yeah.
again takes the early lead. He's like 2 floors above Reven. Again, on a pace that is better than 1 floor a minute. So that's really nice.
Sure.
Probably
But
Septic must have felt a little bit sour after that loss, where he probably must have felt, oh, I've done such good thing. I've done like 38 minutes, and then yeah, but you lost.
oh yeah. But
So
then he's not exploring as much. And to be honest, even though you want to win and be fast and whatever, the 5 first floor exploration, I think, is always gonna be like
Nah, I don't want to say always. Like I
almost
said
all
the
the
other
time.
day, we had a starter dragon
Sure.
with Septic, and I don't see a reason why you want to explore anything with a dragon.
Yeah,
The thing
sure.
is just so powerful that like I was not even planning on doing any AI3. Mixture magic goes
Yeah.
away. Dragon takes care of everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, but then that's really the exception of the exception, right? Um,
Yeah.
Other than that, I think it's pretty clear that you want the best inventory you can get. It might not be big, but that water crystal on Reven's side, especially with the MP consuming spell of the AoE, could be a big deal later on, especially if they grind a little bit. Not grind, but fight in rooms when there's a few more than one monster using the spell. That could be a big deal. And that's little tidbits that Septics is not going to get because it's going fast, which I love, but I'm not sure that's the right decision this early. After 5, yeah, run.
Yeah, I guess like all those decisions depend on the final result. So we're gonna
Right.
know in roughly probably 40, 45 minutes maybe whether that was a good decision or not. But yeah, I pretty much agree with you. Like resources are very important, and
Mm.
resources are gonna be easier to search for. I'm not gonna say to find, but search for on early floors rather than later floors. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you see the big difference in logic here, where Reven's going to use a trap loop on floor 5 because it's the last floor that you definitely want to explore. He was in the elevator room and didn't pick it up, while, well, Septic takes a commanding lead, so don't get me wrong, that paid off. He's going to be 5 floors ahead in a second. Uh, but what he's got, and he's got a good inventory. You know, what you said earlier is not wrong either. He's not like in trouble, but that inventory might dwindle fast depending on what he's fighting against. Though, again, you said that earlier. Not scared about him on this floor.
Yes, that's the thing that like he can catch up a little bit with the levels on these floors quite easily.
Oh, yeah.
The experience goes not very evenly up, but it goes very unevenly.
Oh, yeah.
So on these floors he will get much more experience than on floors like 6, 9. So fighting now actually does make sense. And to be honest, I would fight.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't
Yes,
have picked up
avoiding
that go-up
fight
trap.
is good. But if you want that unicorn to actually do you any good, you do need a little bit more levels. Yeah, there you go. Just go and destroy the troll. That troll is not like the greatest source of experience. You would probably prefer if there were like more monsters in a room. But go for it. Go for it. You need that experience. There you go. Every level matters.
But it's still just the one level. He's on this. Well, he's not that much of a higher level than Reven, but he's many floors ahead. Wow, Septic is really serious about this. He's on floor 12 at 8:45.
Oh, there you go. That's what Septic was waiting for.
2 slams and that's it.
Yeah, 2 slams. Will you fight the Dreamin'? I think you would.
I picked it up.
But you have to be very careful, because if that Dreamin' puts you to sleep, that unicorn will be very happy to try to save you, and it will not be able to.
Yeah, I agree. But the pickup was what I would have gone with, so that's good.
Yeah.
Paralysis trap that he's fine without stepping on it? What's the scene?
So many Dreamins. So
really
many. Do you think it's like a Pulacid or something? Another Dreamin'.
And now I'm hungry.
You want some chicken?
Yeah. But without the head, please.
That makes sense. Who'd want a chicken with a head?
I don't know, the French are weird.
Yeah. You're French Canadian, right?
Well, yeah, but French Canadian is not French.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
even
fine.
here, in Quebec, the province, the English, like there was like an English-French war, not war, but like prejudice, I guess. And they used to call us frogs because they think it's weird that the French in France eat frog legs.
Okay.
That's it.
So, that was supposed to like scare you.
I don't know. But,
okay.
Yeah. So I guess, I don't know, eating weird stuff is just a French thing.
Being weird is a French thing, okay.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't like state it, I was just trying to repeat after you.
Oh, sure. Don't you worry.
I've got few friends from France, they are lovely people.
Same.
There you go. Floor 13, that floor 12 was a little bit slower for Septic. I don't know whether Septic got some nice elevator lag on these early floors that he got such a commanding lead, or was he just simply that much faster? Is there a floor? There is something there, right? I don't see on Reven's side. There is something behind the U-boat. Oh, that's just a stone powder.
Okay, no, that's good.
Oh, yeah, I think he did like command his pet.
Yeah, I was afraid for a second I was gonna come in front and get hit. I think Septic just engaged speedrun mode, and that's scary because for 2 reasons. That's scary for Reven because this man is fast, and anybody should be afraid. But it's scary for Septic too because when he plays any percent and he tried to seriously challenge the world record, you do not expect 50%. You do not expect 20% of your run to end up at 40. You're gonna die a lot. And when you speedrun, you just need 1 run to be good, right? You just need to beat world record once. So it doesn't matter how many runs you throw out the window. In tournament, you need to change that mindset over its head, right? Survival is paramount because you only get that one try, and that's crazy. I've never seen Septic so serious in a match before, in a tournament match.
Septic did find something really amazing in the last floor. It was a blaze ball that will definitely help him.
Yes.
First of all, deal with the wind monsters, but also gain some of the levels that he's definitely lacking. So that's a great find. I think Reven will find it as well. There was also some Olim fruit, which was luckily used on the Kraken, because, well, why would you want to ever fight a Kraken unless you have a wind version of your spells? And even then you have to think like, hey, do I really want to?
Yes. And that's crazy because in an 80% run, the only difference is that Septic would not even have it. That now he's got one because, I mean, it was given to him and it's not bad, and he's still going to use it if he can instead of using a resource. But that's what 80% grinding looks like. I'm flabbergasted that I'm looking at this in a tournament match. Reven is playing
just
well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Minute 13, he's already floor 16. That's like you said, go mode, if I've ever seen one.
Absolutely. This is so atypical. Reven is playing super well, and it looks like he's just away in the dust.
Oh yeah. Though another nice level on the trolls. That's great. Manoivas, you just wanna like avoid them.
Oh yeah.
Truth glasses, probably Septic will keep those glasses just
Or
in
Blaze
case
Ball?
there is some egg.
I think it's going to be for the Blaze Ball because, like you said, this is the most important thing. Oh, that's not
and it just changed from 0 to 100 very quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you thought that he was in go mode, now he doesn't have a choice.
He was in gold mode, but like he still had like that safety of. Okay, very good idea, because otherwise his unicorn would have been dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely do that. Really, I love that gameplay. I love what Septic did. That was such a nice idea. He didn't know exactly what was going from the other side, whether there was maybe another monster coming for his unicorn. Luckily, there wasn't. He survives. There's nothing more to be done here. Take those glasses, go to the next floor.
Get the hell out of here, yep. Another pair of truth glasses. Now he's definitely identifying that Blaze Ball.
Oh yeah, 2 truth glasses, you don't need them.
Oh yeah. Alright, now the Pickets floor are going to be very scary.
Yeah,
that unicorn
can be
cannot
so annoying.
Kill it. Yeah, absolutely
and
not.
you don't want to like spend Blaze Balls on them when you don't have that many, so...
I agree.
Okay, Leva, yeah, there you go, I like it.
And what I love about the Leva strategy more than anything else is the fact that it doesn't kill the monster, so not another one is not going to spawn to replace it. It's just a dead spawn in the tower, which I think is really great.
True, although like it takes a while to like fill up all the spots for the monsters, so
isn't it like
in the long run
16?
I don't remember exactly the number.
It's not that high. It's like 13 or 16. I don't remember which number. But, I mean, it's still way too many, and one of them being not a problem is not that huge of a deal, but I still like that.
What do you do now, Septic? Because, yeah, that unicorn will not fight for your Blaze Ball. Very good decision. I like it. You don't want to, like, risk it, because what if that Picket steals your own Blaze Ball? Yeah, and that's exactly the bad thing about those floors. As much as I love water strategy, I hate being around Pickets for water. Like, because what do you do when there is so many of them? And the fact that like they move at double speed makes them easier, or like for them to find you easier. So yeah, and then you have to deal with them somehow.
And there's 2 floors away of that again. But
I would have checked that seed.
Yes.
Because what if it's a wind seed? I would have gone for the wind at some point for some floors, maybe, just for safety.
Ooh.
Just take the hit and step on the elevator. Yeah.
Yes.
And hope that there is no room like that in the next floor.
Ever again, yes, please.
Or ever again.
in the
But
history
yeah,
of
just
it.
like that, I think Septic is out of Pickett's territory apart from 25.
Yep.
So yeah, he should be now a little bit better.
Three
He cannot really
minutes away from the
fight.
floor count. That's
Uh,
crazy.
uh,
I cannot avert
his
my
pace
eyes
is
from his side
so
screen.
fast.
Yeah,
If we were saying that like last seed was fast, what do we say about this?
I don't know. I'm
Reven is a little bit
gobsmacked.
slower in this seat. He has like let's say 5 minutes behind
Hmm.
one floor a minute pace, but Septic is just doing it so stupidly fast. And it's not just that they've got lucky elevators.
Yeah.
Septic is just like going straight to the elevator.
And Septic made a small mistake here. He had two white sand, but used one on a pita fruit, which did nothing and still lost him the white sand. So I assume that not only is he playing very fast for his tournament history, but he's also extremely stressed that his hands doesn't exactly do what he
Oh
wants.
yeah. Unfortunately,
Granted,
another repel ball. That's not a good find. Those two
no.
repel balls will do nothing for him. He doesn't even have like anything to use against it. Like in very niche situations, sometimes you may want to use repel, but normally you don't want to, because
Mm,
if you have to, it means that like okay, something is going horribly wrong.
yes. Speaking of wind seed, we got one on Septic side again. He could use that unicorn to change it into a wind one, so maybe that's what he's gonna go for. But right now he just keeps the seed.
Mm.
I like also the idea of like wind seeding an enemy and then lace balling it. That
Now
might
would
be
have been
something.
really nice idea to be wind.
Now, yes, yes.
But like you don't want to spend the turn on turning to win,
Oh, did he say?
so
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. He should have told us. Yeah.
But then there is also this thing that like okay, maybe I want to go wind, but what will I do later on?
Yeah.
Because I definitely, for like if I have an AoE magic and I have to like go to floors with snowman or mandaras, I do wanna be wind, but of course I don't
Mm,
want to stay wind forever.
yeah.
I do want to have the way to go back to water, and he technically does have that way. It's a kraken, he can fuse it,
Yes.
but you need to first be fire for that to work. So at
Right.
this point, I still wouldn't go wind. I would have to like unless I have nothing else to do, I would die otherwise. I would stay water and just try to avoid those wind floors.
I respect that strategy. To be honest, that seems like a good plan. It's just not the option that Septic has right now. What he has is a floor 25 on 20 minutes with 5 floors ahead of the minute count. And
And
that's
10
crazy.
floors above Reven.
Who is
10
playing
floors.
fast, by the way?
Yeah.
That's not bad. I
It,
get a pace
it
like Reven, I'm happy. But when I look on
it's
Reven's side and I see this room, it feels like ages ago that I've seen that room on Septic side.
oh yeah. Like Septic really must be pissed about that loss, because
Oh, absolutely.
the way
Don't
he's playing right now is like whoa.
don't
I'm not
awaken
playing
the
around
sleeping
anymore.
golem. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll show you. All right. Oh,
Whoop,
stealth.
and there you
Okay.
go. And now is the time when you have to worry.
Okay.
Okay, Septic, you don't have, and that was the last place ball.
Not
What if
only
there is
that.
another? What
Yeah,
if there is
exactly.
another stealth?
Yeah.
Septic goes down.
And he
What do you do
uses
with
a
the
kraken. He
Kraken?
puts it
Is
in
it
front
supposed?
of him.
I guess it's supposed to be like a shield.
Yeah, I think so. Should line up in front. Yep, there we go. Okay, yeah, that's a shield. That's a bumper.
That's nice thinking. I understand that.
Yeah. It's not fun to manipulate, like to run around in that setup. Yeah, it needs to be in front though. Yep.
But yeah, it's better than dying, right?
Oh yeah. And during that time, he's regenerating. Like right now, he could take a hit from a stealth anyway, so that's good.
Mm.
Like we know it's a temporary thing.
But he cannot take a hit from two stealths.
No, no, no. Cannot take a hit from a barking lion.
Linder, yes. Like if you compare their inventories,
Hmm.
Reven's is
Marvelous.
Not that much greater, but definitely better. Those 2 Holy Scrolls,
Yeah.
Ice Rock. Additionally, if you don't have anything better to do, why not use Ice Rock?
You mean slow
Ooh,
rock?
2 stealths. It is slow, but it can let you survive.
Oh yeah. Okay, blinder.
But if you want to like do it right, you gotta use blinder twice.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
Oh
have
no,
to.
you cannot even. You have to at least try a lift first.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, the
yeah. Luckily
lucky
for
boy. There we
Septic.
go. Okay.
Okay, where do
He
you go
wants to be out
next?
of those floors as quickly as he can. And now he thinks, yeah, there's no room here, so it's going to be on the western part of the map.
Corner. There must be another room up there. So go here, left and up. Yeah.
Yep.
But there is those pesky zoos.
Yeah, he needs to. I would have tried to pick up. I know it's not what you want to do. Oh, wow. That
Okay,
was
he was
good
able to
manipulation. Yep.
avoid them. One more stealth. Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah, with full
But
HP is
throw it
fine.
away. Oh
Oh my
no!
god.
There's another
Pick it
stealth.
up
Now 2
again.
stealth.
It's not a grove, though. It shouldn't be.
There is another stealth.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a grove.
Are you sure?
No.
I'm.
Okay, my heart is pounding and probably not
I
as
think
fast
he's
as
trying
his.
to lift. Yeah, so it wasn't aggroed.
Yep.
It's okay. Now
And the
another
next
like.
return.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, throw him. Oh no, backwards. You need to throw him backwards. Yeah, he's gonna do that. Oh, he's not.
Another stealth.
That's all right. He can pick that up too. Just be lucky.
There you go. Be good at RNG and you win.
Oh my god, get the hell out of here. Let's go.
Oof.
Okay, that costed a lot of time, but he's still on a very good pace. And one floor like that is gonna happen every run, right? You always get 1 or 2 bad floors.
Oh yeah. So Reven is now on floor 18. I'm thinking that he saw the elevator on the spin. He did. He didn't check the seed, and he didn't because his inventory is full.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Only a
Seed
Mahal
is not
seed would
that
have
much
found
worth
its
it.
way there.
What do you do now, Reven? Again, take the hit and walk away?
There's the elevator
No,
on
no,
Septic
don't,
side.
don't walk up. Don't walk up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, here. Take a hit. Reven is a little bit lower level than Septic. Ooh, floor 26 egg. I want to know what that is. It cannot be anything like amazing worth hatching, but at Septic's inventory, anything
Neck
that can
bomb.
like
Yeah.
give him some kind of damage safety for even one monster is just good.
He wants a strong hitting monster with no spell, so it's sure to at least try and attack. It could miss, but better than just casting low down or something, right?
Do I see the elevator there? No,
I
that's
don't.
just
No.
his spear. No, I thought
Yeah.
that the spear was like part of the elevator. Yeah, just walk away. Now at least you're out of the territory of those invisible stealths in which you don't see fun
If I was
based
part
on
of
one of
the
our community members, Skeef. Which means that it's time probably to like mention few things. Oh, I'm not logged in. Sandy, would you give me do me a favor and do all the commands for runners and for the Discord. Yeah, some ads or whoever's in the chat. Yeah, there you go.
I don't remember the other ones, but
Azure.
Oh.
That should do the trick.
There
you go. Now we've got all the links. Feel free to join. It's not just speedrunning community. It's community for people who just love this game. We've got like lots of silly talks. We are also doing sometimes things that are useful.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
Beautiful Septic. Yeah, 300 IQ move.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Yes,
Floor 29.
Joining the Discord can be a lot of fun. Absolutely feel free to come in if you're not already a part of it. It's a fun community. We're just having fun, loving the game, talking about the game, talking about whatever. And yeah, I'm sure you can find your place here too.
And if something is not going according to your mind, you can just blame Sun Knight. He's our dedicated person to blame for everything. And he's very happy whenever that happens. So yeah. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't join.
Exactly. Floor 30 on 27 minutes.
Yes.
Septic is not beating records, but he's beating tournament records. You did say that last run was the fastest.
Yeah.
Well, sir, I think Septic
And
heard you.
you know what's more important? He's actually beating Reven right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're seeing Beldo hype. What room are we going to get here? Beldo, hello?
Hi,
I want to see
Baldo.
Beldo oversleep in a tournament match once. That would be great.
Quite sure it happened a few times, didn't it? Maybe not in
Probably.
this tourney yet, but...
No, not the last one I
Ooh,
remember.
that's a time if I've ever
Oh
seen
yeah,
one to use that aqua wheel.
37 is good.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. AoE
Yeah,
spells are actually very, very powerful.
yeah.
He's not high level. He's level 13 on floor 30. And that aqua wheel is
Let's
dealing so
go.
much damage. 3 monsters in 3 hits.
3 levels.
Do
Yeah.
that with like sword mixture magic.
Sure.
Okay, Reven is now dealing with that tough room that Septic had to deal with as well.
Beldo overstepped last match. Oh my.
And yeah, there you go. Ice Rock fixes the
There
room
you go.
easily.
Reven is doing great. Definitely great. Okay, this is where it becomes a little bit more stupid here. As soon as a few monster comes in, okay, yeah, battle. Oh, wait, no. Oh, it unberserked on the turn it would have hit. Oh, that's kind of sad. But yeah, these monsters are trouble, and those charges on balls are getting very thin. Doesn't have a great inventory. Yeah, Hulim is fantastic, but that's one time. And every monster is a problem now. Maybe Tyrant, not so much. He can probably take a hit. Oh my god. I think he thought those weren't connected.
Ooh,
Well,
that's tough for him.
Oh yeah,
What do you do? Do you count on the
Olim.
egg? No, Olim. There is
Oh, yeah.
nothing else that you can do. You have to Olim.
Oh yeah.
And that Olim is now gone. So the only thing that he has is blind there. Well, technically the egg, but egg is a little bit of a toss-up. You have no idea what that egg will be. So...
He said it's a toss-up. Because it does.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Oh. I'm not sorry. That's not.
I didn't know what I'm saying. Please, please.
You can get back to me if one day we stream Azure Dreams in Polish.
Okay, let's do it. Finals in Polish.
Finals in Polish. Okay.
Yeah, or in Finnish. I'm fine with that as well.
Oh. Yeah, not better in either or.
Oh, okay. But Septic is having such a bad time right now because there is nothing. Oh, that ball! Empty your inventory and just definitely take it.
Inventory now.
Can you kill it in 2 hits?
No, that's a 3-hit thing.
39. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
78. That's gonna be enough, probably. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Previously it was 3 hits because he was 2 levels below.
Sure.
Flame Ball, that's a great find. Get rid of that inventory. The Curse, Repel Ball. Please, Septic, empty your inventory. You will need it.
Okay, and floor 33. Now it's getting a lot tougher on SepticTank. Every floor is becoming a slog. That's okay, not a great...
Oh, there you go. That Flame Wall will be used.
And the other thing is, I'm sure he doesn't want to see that happen, but we do. That unicorn is evolving next level.
Oh, actually, yes, that's correct. Unicorn is one of the coolest looking monsters in the game.
Yeah, and it's one of the things that doesn't happen often. It's very rare we see evolutions in because sometimes the monsters already evolve and evolvable monsters, not that many of them do. So yeah, that's very cool. It's something we don't see every day.
And we know that it's a stealth tech, yeah. So it's gonna be good against all the glaciers.
Yeah.
All glaciers.
It's just that it's weak in general.
I know that like you may not like glaciers, but calling them nothing, like, come on, man.
I love Glacier. They play curly. Speaking of, do you take a lift? Oh, you don't want to take a lift because you'll lose your.
No, just step out of the room. Yeah, there you go. That Glacier is not aggroed.
Now it is.
No, it's never aggroed.
No, it's not. It's not yet. Yeah, you're right.
It's not aggroed. Just walk away. You will gain. Okay, you wanna like use the stealth.
Oh yeah, like I
But
said,
that's not
stealthy weak.
enough.
But now that what should be like it's not really gonna do a lot. Like 10, 6, yeah.
6.
Did he calculate how much it's gonna do? That's one.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. That's now.
Yeah, flame ball is
Yeah,
gonna do
flame. Luckily, that flame has like lots of charges, so yeah,
it. Yeah, but he
still
needs it.
very usable. Just walk away. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that flame
In
ball.
the meantime, Reven has closed the gap a
Oh
bit.
yeah, a
It's
lot.
floor 28 now. It's not 10 floors anymore. And there you go, evolution. But
Univern.
to be honest, at the pace Septic is going right now, I think like disaster would have to happen to Septic for Reven to actually take him over, and that's probably
Yeah.
his like only chance.
Yeah, but the problem is, disaster is gonna happen soon if it keeps up like this. He spends like
Yeah.
4 resources a floor, and he doesn't get 4 resources back.
True,
So
and Reven's inventory looks pretty good. Still
yeah,
5 blinders, 1 blaze, 2 olims, an egg, 3 olims. What am I saying? So
yeah.
I
Holding
think
garden.
Reven is doing pretty great.
Like, how do you even
What do you
stop
do?
Reven now? Yeah,
What do you do
and
with that glacier on? Okay, going wind,
I agree.
and how is wind going to help you?
Fireball.
Oh, fireball, yeah, true. Sorry, my bad. I forgot he's got that
That's alright.
still.
Still 2 charges, but they're dwindling. He had 7 or 6 at started the floor. He's got 2 down. So and that's still not the elevator room. Wow.
Not the elevator.
So it's
That's
on
not
Norn.
something that Septic wants to see.
Yeah, he's
And
done the
another
whole
not
floor.
an elevator. Those traps are not helping. And are we? Yes, we are going for it. There will be only 1 flame charge left.
If any.
Ooh.
Oh, and that's the final room. Yeah, it's got to be in there. The problem is no more flame charge for 5 floors got to clear.
Okay,
Pretty
now
much
I think
nothing.
it's time for repel balls to shine, right?
Yeah, I don't think it can shine.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
he
yeah.
wants all
You
of
got
that.
a yeah. Luckily, there is an egg. Egg is good.
Skinny in chat is almost as funny as I am, which is probably an insult. I'm sorry, Skinny. You're much funnier than I am. I love puns.
Wait, that was floor 34, right?
Yes. Oh my god, yeah, I'll need all of his wits now. So what do you do?
Another blaze ball was found.
Yeah.
That's great, yeah. That's
It
good.
needs to not wake up, it does. Okay. No, it's fine. Your his pet didn't get in the way. That's good. Okay. And now he needs a smooth floor. Because that's not a pace he can keep. Oh, we risked it and that was worth. Wow, I would not have done that. Go for the sand.
Oh.
I mean, sands are great. Ask me, but
That's a room.
oh, that's not something he wants to see. And okay, he might actually save as a universe.
Yes, that will save him. Oh, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
he's good. Bye. My.
5 more floors for Septic. In the meantime, Reven is floor 30. Oh, he's hitting a Mano Eva.
Oh.
Transformed Mano Eva. I guess that's another Olim? Or
Yes,
Tamna?
when you have so many, I guess.
Yeah,
Tamna,
because now
yeah.
you don't have time. Like, Reven doesn't
No.
know that, but he doesn't have time to like play around anymore. Time to start using resources. You've got plenty.
And
Use the medicinal.
It's not the same game at all, but if you're Septic, you're closing in on that 38-minute pace, and last time you lost with that time, right? So he's probably like thinking, I even need to step, like press on the gas even more.
Yeah, because Septic was going crazy fast. Don't get me wrong, he's still being very fast.
Yes.
1 floor a minute, but he did lose those like 3 or 4 minutes that he was ahead of that pace.
Yes.
He had a little bit tougher time. So
and that feels terrible, yeah. And he knows his inventory is nothing now.
And there is another monster. You gotta use that blaze ball. It doesn't feel
like
good.
what?
Like I can deal with that, but
charges.
how long? How
That's
long
4
can I continue
charges.
dealing? That was
That
fourth
leaves-
shot?
Yeah, so the next ones are not sure. I was gonna say surefire. So not sorry.
Ooh,
the item
ooh,
spawned on top of the room. Oh my god, that's
yeah, that's
also a
fun.
weird one. He's
And there
so
is a
pissed.
ball that
He's
Septic would
so
probably love.
pissed. Oh my god. And I think it's because of like it needs to create a room and then uncreate a room, but there's still a tag for a room, and then there's an item room spawn on that for this to happen, right?
I can tell you that that ball
Yes.
that was on the column, that was
Yeah.
a sleep ball with 6 charges.
Oh my
So
god.
that would have
Oh
been
my god!
great.
Teleport trap 2 steps away from the elevator. My heart. I cannot take all of this. Okay, blind ball and dragon. He's not that far away, and that Univern was not necessarily dead, but I mean, it's not part of the strategy anymore.
Yeah,
Still
you
trying to
don't
save
really
it,
need
right?
the Univern. Just
He
yeah, Univern is now dead.
is now dead. He did kill like a maximum with it, so that was very good, but okay, letting the dragon pass. Glacier. What do you do against the glacier? The egg?
Do
Okay,
not
no, that's
engage.
Good, that's good. Do not engage is a very good strategy here.
Yeah. Reven himself is not in a fun spot. Ooh, a slow trap as well.
Oh,
What do
that's
you
very
do?
bad.
You wait. You don't have any.
Oh, cure all. Yes,
cure
there
all.
we go.
Cure all
There we
is
go. There we
great.
go. Oh my god, my heart. What's going on? And that's for
38.
tournament life too. Like it's crazy. Septic must be out of his mind.
But I want to see what Reven will do, like in his situation. Oh,
Oh.
glaciers being glaciers.
Oh, that's terrible.
Do you still have your familiar? You do. Okay, that's
Not
good.
for long. He needs to pick it up. and
Okay,
run
yeah,
away.
it will survive. That's fine. That's fine. You will survive.
Oh, why didn't he pick it up though? Now it's dead. Okay, Septic goes on 39. It's
39.
last floor. Can we get Septic elevator in room for the match or? Okay, no, and that's terrible. You definitely don't want to be in curling shot situation. He'll take the lift.
Or
but that could
actually,
be
you
terrible.
do maybe.
I'm
Yeah?
not so sure. It depends on what. Okay, no monster. Good,
Okay,
good,
no
good, good.
monsters.
And the
And an
elevator.
elevator.
And we
There
have
you
a
go.
winner!
Game and match for
SepticTank.
Septic.
Oh my god. At 39-34. Not faster than last match. Oh, yeah. Wow. That was crazy. GG. Real GGs to both players. We have talked a lot, especially me, I've talked a lot about Septic during that race because obviously that was the match to watch. But I mean, I was watching Reven too, and he did so well. So well. Both runners did absolutely crazy things to reach as high as they could in the time they could. Wow. Oh my god. Do you let them? Do you have the link? I'll give them the link.
Okay, yeah, please do. I actually asked Reven whether he wants to finish because that is a great run. So like we still are a little bit ahead of our schedule. So I think we can like have a little bit of time talking with Septic while Reven is finishing, and then we can like poke Reven about his idea. Yeah, Reven said that like he will want to finish for our entertainment. Do we hear Septic? Yes, we hear Septic. Hello,
Absolutely.
Septic. GG. Great game.
What's up, guys?
Good game, my friend. That was so nice.
That third seed was such a sand night seed. Oh my god!
What's so Sand Knight about it? Can you tell us?
Everywhere I turned, there's either a monster or a trap. There's
Yes.
no freaking items. Like, I mean, I had a few like.
What are you
balls
talking
and
about?
whatnot, but
There was a sleep ball on that column on floor 36 or 37. Why
walls.
didn't you pick it up? Yeah.
in that column.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You remember when you spawned in the room with like lots of items on columns, right?
On top of the walls.
Did I
Yeah.
still have Univert? I don't think I could have
Or
got Univert to
entertainment.
fetch it for me.
Do we hear Septic? Yes, we hear Septic. Hello,
I
Septic.
think you're
GG.
watching
Wait,
the
wait,
stream.
wait.
I think we have a lose.
What's up, guys? I am not
Good
watching this.
game, my Fran, that
Okay.
was so nice. I'm
That
hearing.
third
Wait.
seed was
I'm
such
hearing
a
an
sad
echo as
nice seed.
well.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yeah. So who is creating it? What's so sad about it? Can you tell us?
I don't know.
Everywhere I turn, there's either a
Let me check
monster
my
or a
Discord
trap.
settings. I don't
Is
There's
that
have
because
no
we're using
freaking
his audio?
items.
That's
Like, I mean,
sorry.
Okay, check the Reven. Yeah, that's good. That's all right. It's fixed. No problem.
We got it fixed.
Hello, I'm
Okay.
hearing multiple set nights. Yeah, this is definitely bad. Audio's bleeding, and so is everyone's ears. Blames me for this. Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, the run was pretty good. I have a question actually, Septic, that I need you to answer. So
What's that?
during the second run, you had a letter shield of praise, and then you blue sended it, but then went back to equip the steel shield you had, and and you kept that steel shield freaking forever, even though that gave you like 2 more defense than the leather shield. Why?
Okay. Originally, I was like, I need to get this blue sand out of my inventory. No, I'm gonna switch to the leather shield at some point. So that's the reason why I blue sanded it, and it honestly like didn't matter, and I honestly shouldn't
Sure.
have, considering that Rev was ahead of me by a minute, so every second would have counted. But I kind of also forgot that I had a leather shield.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I want to point out that statistically, Reven equipped the mirror shield in the first run and lost, and you didn't equip the leather shield in the second one and lost. So I think it proves, out of all doubts, that mathematically, leather shield is better.
Oh, leather shield is definitely.
There we go.
But now we've got a mathematical proof.
Exactly, and that's all we needed, right?
So
Which is
should
not
we
like-
go and follow the same strategy and think this way? Like, Septic has 2 repel balls in his inventory now. Don't
Yep.
ask me why, but he does.
ask.
So repel balls make you win.
We can talk about it though. The reason why you have to repel balls, something you told me about, is that you're actually trying to work out or not work in stutter stepping in your playstyle anymore. And I think that's a hot takes in our community. I'm a huge fan of stutter stepping, but I also know that if you're saying it, it's probably because it's got some merits. Care to expand a little bit on why?
Especially in a race setting, since we have state display and we can see our items in the inventory at all time. Whenever you stop on an item, you have to think of if you're going to take that item. So my thought process is just pick up everything, and I can figure out what to weed out in my inventory during like elevators and stuff, you know. Take away the thought processes, and picking it up while if it's
Thinking about it,
something
yeah.
that you actually like, if it's something you actually want, like say for example a blaze ball, you pick it up, you actually save time. Like,
Right.
instead of stutter stepping, waiting for the dialogue box to appear. If it's something that you don't want, it's pretty quick to inventory and remove it. It's just the question of, can you navigate the inventory fast enough to make my no stutter step method actually worth it. And I definitely am not pushing it to make it worth it, but I am still trying.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because stutter stepping at first, we were so bad at it. I'm talking about like a million years ago, but when we started the community, stutter stepping was not very good. Like it was taking more time than doing what you're doing now, right? It took a lot of time to like get the muscle memory in and make it work exactly how we were. So now it would be just to make like you say, weeding out what you don't want probably faster, or making the thought process faster as well. While you're doing something else. But I like that this is something different. I don't think I would change. I'm really a big fan of stutter stepping, but I like that there's diverging theories or ideas being thrown out here.
And that there is actually another like mental prospect to it, is that you don't have to. It requires a less execution to just pick things up. Like, you
Yes.
don't have to actually time your circle, make sure you're not holding the direction. You know, it could be, especially for new players, it could be very easy to accidentally run instead of do the proper
Right.
stutter step. But even after you get used to doing it, it could still be, to some degree, a thought process.
Yes, yes, I
And
get that.
it just removes that extra layer.
But I'm not sure I could word the muscle memory out now because even when I see glasses, I stutter step them, even though I 100% know that it can be wrong, and we have a frog on Reven's side. Poor little guy.
No, 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 my gasp was on you stutter stepping on glasses.
Yes, I know. I mean, I wear glasses in real life, and I'm trying to not step on them, so I don't know if that's a thing.
It sounds
do
like
you
Rev's having a rough
do you
time.
try
What
to
floor is it?
stutter step on them?
Well, I guess stutter stepping means like paying attention. I don't know, doing it, stepping around them. I don't know. I tried to make a joke and it wasn't funny.
No,
I
you're
need
always
skin. I need skin to save me here.
Septic, quickly, tell us why did you do that 300 IQ play?
Oh, it was so good.
The Mandara?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was so beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I saw that little dip there, and I was like, I do not have resources that I can really expend. Like, I don't know if I had an egg or something that I could have, tested an egg bomb, but I really was stressing on resources, so I was thinking of any way I could to get them off of me without having to use any resources, and I saw that dip, and I was like, yes.
Oh, I
We'll
think
get
this
them
is
trapped
the
here.
end
Yeah, I
of,
think Reven is
Reven.
done for. Or he gonna like blaze the, blaze the
Yeah, but if he gets kicked,
glacier.
okay, no, he's good now. That's a kill.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
All right, he's good then.
And for this
If he
one,
wants to
actually,
live.
I would want to probably
yeah,
get
yeah.
the kick.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
I agree 100%. It's a long straight
Glacier
line.
Express is now on.
There we go. But yeah, that was very good. And I want to talk a little bit about your thought process as well during the third match, because I think that's the elephant in the room. What the heck bit you that you began to play so freaking crazy on third C? That was madness. And I'm saying that with all the respect I can. That was beautiful to see you play SepticTank. But what the heck happened between C2 and C3 that you decided, screw this game, I'm not playing it, I'm just running, and happens what may?
Yeah, I turned on any percent mode. I was, Rev is equal, if not faster than me, and
I mean, you did that in second round for sure.
yeah. He's a really amazing player, and it basically became okay. If I lose here, I'm done. I got Univern, or Unicorn, I guess. Water Unicorn. So all the way up until floor 13, I'm going to be pretty safe. So I figured, especially with the Gulfwind Sword, because like floor 6 to 9, Gulfwind Sword is just amazing. Along with the Scorch Guild as well. Like, all these things were just factors, and I was like, okay, I am good for a while. Let's just hope that the tower gives me stuff.
Absolutely. And it did for a while, and it's just the last, like there was like 3 or 4 floors that made you stretch your whole inventory into them, but like 35 of the floors were very wild and very good, and you played well, you didn't get attacked too much, you didn't spend too much, you got more than you were losing. But at the end, man, the tower didn't want to let you go.
Yeah, those final 10 floors were so rough.
Oh yeah. And it's happening to Reven right now.
I
and
see
he's
that on Reven's side,
Yeah.
yeah. He's trying
He had
to
a
find
better
an exit
inventory.
on 38.
Yeah.
And he basically has one flame ball left that we have absolutely no idea how many charges it has. And what do? Take a hit from Maxi, yeah? I guess if take a hit from Maxi is your like best option, then it shows.
Yeah. It's stilling. He hopes that's in there. And
There you go,
is.
yeah, there is the elevator. One more floor. Hopefully Reven is there. I think we can send him already the
it's already
link.
done.
Oh, you already sent him the link.
Oh, yeah.
Great, thank you, Sandy.
Floor 39, that's where I glaciered myself to another room.
And he's not doing it right now.
He cannot do that because he just got hacked by a Maxi. So
No, he's fine.
Yeah, that's
He's got
what I
the
was
HP.
thinking.
Oh yeah, there you go. 39. But wait.
Oh, I don't
wait.
think he's get it.
Oh!
I don't think he's got it. He's stepping on the elevator and got sniped.
Oh, that feels so bad.
Oh, Reven,
What
don't
do
say
you
it.
do?
Don't
Take
say
it
it.
from Maxi, yeah?
You say it.
I guess.
Wait,
If
gotta
from
mute
Maxi
him
is
somehow.
your like
How
best
do we mute
option,
him?
then
Don't
it
say
That's
should
what?
work.
right. Yeah. Don't say what happens. It's still happening. He
Oh,
hopes that's in there.
right.
And
There
it
you go. Yeah,
is.
there is the
Oh, you're so
elevator.
dead.
One more floor. Hopefully, Revan is there. I think
You're
we
so
can
dead,
send him
bro.
already the.
There you
Oh, it's
go
already
on
in.
the elevator.
Oh, you already sent him the link.
Oh,
Great. Thank you, Sandy.
Reven, my man.
Oh,
That was
439.
such a
That's
fine
where I
display of mastery.
glaciered myself to another
Yep.
room.
And he's not
It was
doing
a
it
good
right now.
climb
He's
until
trying to
do
like
that because he just got hacked
30.
by
I think it was
Maxi,
30.
so
The last
Yeah,
floor
that's
with the
what I was thinking.
Manivas. That went. It just all my resources were just
Yeah.
gone.
It happened to Septic too, but for some reason during that third seed, Septic started, and when you were on floor 10, he was on 23.
What?
Oh yeah, you'll look at
What?
it again. That was like 13 floors ahead. He absolutely booked it. He was at some point he was 5 or 6 minutes faster than the floor a minute.
What?
Yes, absolutely. And then what happened to you happened to him too. He just reached 40, but he was on his last leg. He just on the last floor he was in the same situation as you did, but he got kicked from the first room
Earlier.
into the second room,
Yeah.
and then he was not a grow with the glacier anymore. But that all came down to that. But the second match, Reven, my man.
But wait, Sandy. I think
Oh,
there was
oh.
one very important this like thing that was different between their two gameplays in the game 3. Septic did have to repel balls, which
Yes.
Reven didn't.
Yeah.
So again, that proves my point, right?
But the
What?
point of that, like that,
What?
what we were trying to do is just sell the people's idea on the leather shield. We don't care about the repel balls. We don't have any to sell.
Hmm. I did have my Batnell reflect a heal spell on him in the first seed.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not used to the mirror shield because it sucks.
Yes, I agree. But that guy was a very fun seed too. It's just really unlucky that you got like destroyed by a
man.
griffin.
Yeah, I was having OBS problems. It was giving me pop-ups saying it was disconnected or something. I was trying to figure it out, and I spent a couple minutes, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta like rush and try to catch up. And oh, don't worry about it. I got bad now. I'm in my comfort zone. He'll heal me. Don't worry about it. I was just playing on autopilot and got my turn order thing mixed up. I went for the lift, and he was gonna heal me if it missed. And
Yeah.
well, Griffin went first. It
But
was just
that-
a stupid thing. I wasn't really thinking about it, just trying to go fast, you know?
I absolutely understand. But that second seed, you beaten Septic at a speed game. That was, and I know you're fast. Don't get me wrong, but that's no small feat. GG to you, man.
Thank you. I was a little surprised at how many elevators were just right there in the room or like right next door, and it started getting close to, the 40-minute mark, and I'm like, any second now.
the thing is that like in that seed, both of you are changing the lead back and
Yes.
forth. You changed it like 10 times in this game.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't count, but it was changing so much. And when Reven finished first, I was especially like not writing anything because I knew that like, okay, I finished. Where's that message? What's happening, right? And yeah, that was such a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Like if you rewatch it, and I know that both of you will, yeah, that was the highlight of the whole
Oh,
game.
yeah.
And then after that game, how Septic just became like crazy fast. He was like, yeah, I don't care. Like this game is easy. I'm gonna go fast.
Yeah, I definitely have to watch that third seed back at least, because I didn't think I was going particularly slow. I mean, I wasn't
You
going
weren't.
fast either, but I wasn't going particularly slow. And him have 13 floors on me, like 23 when I hit 10. That's kind of insane. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh, absolutely.
Did
I
you
might be
even
off
use
by-
the unicorn?
Not too much, just because the situation never really called for it that much. I basically used it on a couple balloons, but the big secret to the speed there is that I didn't search the first 5 floors.
Yeah.
I went in
okay.
8%
Yeah.
mode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was
okay.
on 10 when you were on 4 or something like that.
Yeah, I did the standard. I used them a little bit in the early floors, but I kind of held off until like 10-ish. Well, like when everything started switching back to fire, I got like, I don't know, maybe level 11 or so before I started kind of gunning it again. And I'm glad I did because it ended up saving me. It was 31 actually. I spawned in a room with 3 killers.
Both of you did, yeah. That
Oh, yeah.
that was really beautiful.
Maybe it wasn't 31 then.
No,
But
sure,
yeah,
but it was
yeah,
like
it
with
was,
aqua
yeah,
wheels
it
and
was,
yeah,
it was a little rough there. It took 3 casts, and I had so much MP. I had like two pita fruits on me, a big pita fruit, 2 water crystals, 2 cure-alls. Like it didn't feel like a sandite seed.
But at the end, did it feel
Until
like a
Oh yeah, until like in the 30s or so, then it started going downhill real fast.
Oh, yeah.
So. Yeah, that was a fun set of seeds though, man. GG, you earned it.
And not only
Thank
that,
you,
but
GG, man.
it was a fun set in general. And I know you're out now, Reven, but I want to say that it was a very good run in the whole tournament. And thank you very much for being part of that.
Yeah, thanks. Absolutely, it was fun
And
playing. I always love our tournaments.
now that Septic is moving on forward to fighting Wuga next week, do you have any parting words for your partner, Reven?
I mean, good luck against Garwuga. You know, I feel like everyone needs a little bit of that. But more importantly, man, just one of you guys needs to take down Chai.
Hey, don't feel
Sitting on
sour,
the
okay?
throne
I
Don't be a
tried my
bad loser.
best. I tried my best to get there to dethrone him, and it just didn't work out. So now you have to carry the torch on that one.
Man, you're gonna make me feel like throwing against Wooga just to put all the pressure on him.
He already failed once. It's your turn.
Hey, Septic, if you fail to like beat me, you will have to play through Xenogears again. So you
No.
better do good job.
Yeah, you better.
No.
So I want to say a giant thank you to Chai for being my co-host. That was super fun to chat
Thank
with
you, Sandy. The pleasure was mine, and sorry again for being a little bit late.
That was fun.
I want to
messed around
say
with
that like it was a speedrunning event that like kept me a little bit longer than I hoped for in the city, because the lovely city of Wrocław in Poland decided that Saturday night is great time to have a half marathon in the city square. So yeah, that kept me in the traffic.
So it was people running fast, so speedrunning.
Yes,
Okay, I get it.
exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Septic and Reven, again for playing for us. That was super cool.
No problem.
For sure, man.
And
Thank you guys for really lovely display of what this game can be.
yeah.
I really enjoyed this game.
And thank you very much for the Speed Gaming crew for letting us play on your channel. It's always a blast. And thank you very much, chat. It's because of you we do these things, and because of you that it is fun to do. Yeah, definitely see you next week for more craziness. And have a great night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.